Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Leo, my beautiful Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, this is all about how your person of interest is feeling about you. So if there's a particular person you have in mind, you're wondering whether or not what they're showing you is actually reflective of their deeper feelings, how they're seeing you at the moment, what they like, what they don't like about the connection or potential connection, and also what their next moves are going to be, then please keep on watching. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the reading. You can also check out your other placements, and you can also look at the reading for the sign of your person if you know what that is. Four of Wands coming out a bit. You could be dealing with another fire sign, another Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I just know that that's come out in their readings. Okay, we've got more Wands energy there. We've also got the Queen of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's have a look here. And we'll just get one more before we get right into it. We have patience. That's the Temperance energy there. Okay, Leo. Let's start at the beginning of the spread here with the Four of Wands. This is really how you are coming across to your person. Now, or to this person, you're coming across as actually someone who is quite stable, who has built a life for themselves that this person sort of admires, I would say. You could also be a little bit different from this person in terms of, it could be a bit of an opposites attract. It could even be a bit of, actually coming from different backgrounds, different upbringing, different cultures, different, religions or spiritual beliefs. Something about your upbringing is different from this person potentially, but they're seeing that as they're seeing that there are pros and cons to that, right? They're seeing that that can sometimes be very interesting. They're also seeing that sometimes that can cause a little bit of issues or friction, potentially when it comes to like family, or when it comes to values and long-term visions for the future and beliefs and that kind of thing. Certainly, the Four of Wands is also about celebration, about things even like marriage or commitment ceremonies where people can come together and celebrate in that way. So these are the kind of things that come to mind when this person is how they're seeing you. I think they're also seeing that you do want this kind of joy in your life. You're someone who enjoys celebrating with people, especially family members. You're someone who wants that sort of commitment, wants that kind of marriage, or commitment ceremony celebration with someone else. You're wanting that kind of partnership for sure. When we look at how this person is coming across, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is Libra energy, also potentially Gemini and Aquarius. But this is all about being very, very honest, brutally honest and direct, sometimes passing a bit of a judgment, sometimes with the ability to cut people out. Now, what does that mean? It could mean that this person is saying, you know what, I've made a decision on this. It's kind of my way or the highway. They may be trying to give you a little bit of an ultimatum on something. They also are a little bit inflexible about something. So whether that's got to do with, how they see the future, what they want to be doing, the type of relationship they want to be in, where they want to live, all these, whether that involves family or what, all these different things, this person is not being very flexible about. They're being a little bit rigid. They're also thinking very, very rationally and logically. And it's almost like, I think you're sort of wishing they could unleash some more of that passion, some more of that feeling, and not be so kind of cold all the time. They're not necessarily a cold person, but that's just how it's coming across. They're coming across as very almost brutally honest sometimes, and it can be a little bit hurtful. This person is also potentially, they potentially work in that kind of field where they have to be extremely logical, rational, not let any emotions get in the way of what they do. And so they're just kind of used to being like that. But it doesn't always necessarily work in terms of, personal relationships or romantic relationships. What I'm also seeing is that potentially there's some kind of female figure, possibly like their mother or some kind of strong female in their family, potentially a boss as well. But the order would be, mother, family member, boss. Some kind of female in this person's life who has quite a bit of sway and influence without maybe even them realizing it. So they could also be kind of expressing the beliefs or expressing the wishes of this female, of this person. And so that kind of causes a little bit of friction because they've been raised in a particular way. If it's, say, a mother or family member, they've been raised in a way to believe what this person believes. And so it's difficult to change this person's mind on that because they're so stuck on it and they're so rigid and they're not willing to accept anything different. When we look at what they're feeling deep down, we have the 7 of coins here, 7 of pentacles. Whenever we see that sort of energy, it is a bit of a reassessment. It's a bit of, okay, let's step back, take stock, and think about how far we've come, what we've achieved, and what we want to do next. So this person is thinking about their investment. They're thinking about the time, money, whatever they've invested into this. They don't necessarily want to throw it all away. And that's why they're potentially having like a tough conversation because they don't want to waste what they've already worked towards. At the same time, they could be reevaluating and realizing, okay, well, something probably needs to change because it's not, working as well as I'd hoped, I suppose. There is also, I'm seeing a little bit of a conflict in this card between passion, like feelings, emotions, and also work potentially, or being practical, I guess. There's like this conflict between two sides of the person where they want to make decisions based on practicality, but then at the same time it's not helpful for them because it goes against what they want intuitively or what they feel is the right thing to do or where their passion is taking them. This person has a bit going on, I have to say. They got a bit going on. They Leo, they're trying to figure things out, really. They're trying to figure things out in their own life. And I do think that confusion is coming through and affecting their other personal relationships too, and potentially their relationship with you, funnily enough. But it's actually not all about you. They're just having this kind of inner conflict, inner turmoil. They might be deciding, for example, they've worked at a job for like years or at a certain career, and they're like, I'm so over this, I'm done. Or they're really burnt out and they want to leave, and they want to change, for example. And they don't realize how much that's affecting every other relationship in their life. So this person has a bit to figure out, I must say. But they don't want to throw away what they potentially have here with you. They also are realizing that having this very rigid attitude, like it's my way or the highway, is not necessarily right because you've got to take other people into consideration. But B, is it actually what they want? They're not sure. They are not sure. It's just they've gone for so long, so many years with this particular belief or way of thinking that they don't know if that's actually right anymore, or are they just used to saying it? That's very, very interesting. Queen of Wands energy. They're super attracted. That is for sure. They have a very high level of physical attraction. We do see again that flame, that passion. It's there. That's one of the things that is keeping this person interested. It's how attractive you are. They also like something about your confidence. They like something about your honesty, that kind of thing. You're not afraid to be yourself and say what you want. And they have to admire it. Even if there's sometimes clashes or disagreements, they just admire it. They really do. I feel like you're on an equal kind of footing with this person. They're a very strong energy. You're a very strong energy as well. So they can't help but admire that. There is, once again, this blending of air and fire I'm seeing. So again, potentially you're dealing with another fire sign or an air sign. Yeah, there's issues here. 10 of Coins. There's issues with how they're seeing the future and how you're seeing the future and what they want. And there's disagreements about that, which is annoying this person because they like to plan. They like to plan very far ahead, probably too far ahead. They want to have all these plans in place for what the next several years are going to look like. And because they can't do that, or because you are challenging them on what that plan looks like, they're struggling with that. They are struggling with that. They want to have that plan in place. They're very, this person likes to think about all the details. So you could say they're an overthinker. You could say they're thinking too far ahead and not taking things one step at a time. They're also potentially not stopping to smell the roses. They're not stopping to enjoy life as it comes because they're too busy planning, thinking, figuring out what to do next so that it sets them up for success in 10 years. They're not stopping to enjoy things right now. That kind of, they can be like a wet blanket at times. They can be kind of the ruiner of fun. The interesting thing is, though, they like that you can. They like that you do enjoy the moment and find happiness in the day-to-day. That's something that keeps drawing them to you. They see that as a very valuable quality. What is their next move? Patience, temperance. This is all about actually them achieving more balance in their life. They're trying to achieve more balance in a situation. They're realizing that they can get sometimes overly focused on one thing. They're realizing they need to see the bigger picture as well. Don't get so focused on the details. Take a step back from the situation, see the bigger picture for what it is. So they're really going to try and do that. They get too bogged down with the details and it upsets them. So they don't want to do that anymore. So I think we're going to see this person maybe put some things into place to recenter themselves, balance their lives a little bit better. And I think they will become a little bit happier as well. And they're also going to potentially see the bigger picture of this relationship and possibly enjoy the day-to-day a little bit more, I would say. I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video.